Welcome back to another episode on Car Cartel. Yeah, if you're seeing this in the background, we've accidentally bought something else, but I don't know. We actually don't know why we've bought this, and we don't know what kind of to do with this. So, Jack's going to edit in, hopefully now, a little bit of a clip from where we picked this up from, and I've kind of got an idea, but it's all going to go off kind of this episode today, what goes on in it, and what you guys suggest in the comments, what we should kind of do.
So, we were somewhere in Derbyshire. I won't disclose the location. To be honest, I don't even really know the location. But as you can see, fields and fields and fields. There is a farm, some units and that. We're in the truck. And yeah, we're out buying again. Are you ready for this? Are you really ready for this? I blame Stoke for this all the way. Oh, tell them a little bit about it, Stoke. You just can't help yourself, can you? 2005 R32. Had a little bit of a mishap down the road, he has. Wasn't drink driving. Think he's just flat out, weren't he? Thought it handled better than it did. Got the paperwork. It's unrecorded. He sold the interior. He's in the bumper and the lights. His kids have kicked fuck out of it. Sorry for swearing. But yeah, smashed windows. And Stokes feels like...
I think it's a good buy.
The fact that he genuinely thinks that... It's a good buy. We won't tell him just yet what we're trying to buy it for, but we'll let the ladies and gentlemen decide whether this is a good buy or not. Definitely been out in the elements a little bit, hasn't he?
Carpet's green, man. Comes with the other wheels, man.
2 wheels, don't it? Yeah. Comes with a set of wheels. It's got the wheels, the engine, the box, the running gear. Apparently still got the caps on. It's got the system. Oh! That door, and that's not too bad, that ain't this side.
I think it went through the dry stone roof.
Yeah. Put a hole in the roof.
Yeah.
That's never a good sign.
So, if you've just seen the clip where we picked this car up from, that's the good side, that's what I'm going to say. It's had a bit of a bump, but if you can see the blue caliper and that wheel and that badge on the back and the exhaust tips, it's actually Mk5 Golf R32. So I need to get this off the truck. It's currently on 2 rear wheels. The front wheels aren't on. The front driver's side, from what I can see, I've had a quick look underneath. Drive shaft's gone because it's hanging out here. Track rod end's gone. The hub has snapped off the lower arm, but I think the lower arm's good. So to get this rolling, I need to get some new bits on that corner. Hopefully on this side we're all good. We just need to put the wheel on, and then we can roll this off the truck and kind of go over and see what we've kind of got and just explain the whole situation. So I've ordered a couple of bits. We've got a drive shaft in here, hub, track rod ends, and we've got a throttle pedal, which I'll explain later on in the episode. So I'll get the time lapse out and get this hopefully front end back together and rolling. So I've got the bits down there off, and I've got some new bits. So yeah, drive shaft, I just took it out of the hub, it's been pulled out. Track rod end, drumstick and whatnot, yeah, it's annihilated. I just left that on, and that's the other end of that. What goes on there, that goes on the end of the rack, and that's obviously the the other end of the drive shaft what goes onto the gearbox. And then the hub is snapped off there, which is broke off that. So this is my new hub. Comes with, well, second hand new, but I'm going to swap that completely out because the end of it is bent on the old one. So that will replace that. The drive shaft is going to obviously replace the drive shaft, and then I've got the track rod end, drumstick and all that. So that should all go back on and get it rolling again. This shock is bent. It needs a new shock absorber, but that's the least of this car's worries at the minute. Got to get the disc off because I need that. I'm going to get this all bolted back on, get the wheels on. I'm not worrying about the anti-roll bar drop link at the minute because, like I said, it's got more problems. Hub is all on. Track rod ends in. Drive shaft isn't. It's wrong. So the drive shaft what's over there. This bit on the end, what goes into the gearbox, that bit there is bigger, and the bolts won't go through on that one. That end fitted in my hub, but that was supposed to be for an R32 Golf. So I'm gonna have to get the part number off that if I want this to, well, it'll still drive I think because it's 4-wheel drive, so it'll still move if it runs. That's another question. So wheels are here. You can see this car has been sitting for a long time without them front wheels on. Looking at the gouges in the sidewall, obviously I don't think they hold air. 100% they don't hold air. So that could be causing me another issue. It should roll off, but it's going to be hard work by myself. Look who's turned up. Disco Dave.
Always turn up, mate.
I had a video of Dave at 1 o'clock this morning. And he was in the same clothes. What are you saying then, Dave? It's on its wheels.
It looks good.
Everyone else,
It looks good from here.
Dave, everyone else have seen it on the truck, so they haven't really seen it. But yeah, like Dave says, oh yeah, that's great, that bit. Then should we show him around it?
Yeah.
And then see if we're pleading in, is it insanity, do you plead?
Plead insanity. Yeah. Well, I'm not, it's not even me, I just get roped into this stuff with you.
It's a laugher, isn't it?
It is.
Like I said, this is a bit of a strange one. We don't know kind of what to do with this car. At the minute, we're kind of just trying to get it up and rolling.
Up, rolling, and running, innit?
Yeah, because apparently it does run.
Apparently it runs.
We haven't had
it turning over, so we know it ain't seized.
Yeah.
Which is a good sign. But the kid, he took one of the wires from the starter up to there away. Yeah. And then the main battery cable he took out for one of his banger racers, stock car.
I think he's been banger racing in this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's had, like you can see on the interior, there's no interior. So what's happened with this car is, because we haven't explained yet what's happened with this car, because there's a story behind this. I was lurking around on Facebook Marketplace.
As you do all the time.
All the time. And if you've seen the footage, I got seen a picture pop up and it said, Volkswagen Golf, £1,000. And I've seen it all smashed up, but my little eagle eye seen the blue caliper. And I was like, that's an R32 caliper that is. So I looked at the listing, and then I've seen the badge on the back, I was like, this is an R32. I've seen the exhaust and that. I was like, this is an R32. He says it runs, it's got the engine in, it's got the damage. So I messaged the guy and I said, look, has it been recorded through an accident or whatever? What's happened, what's the story? And he says, no, it's not been recorded. So I messaged, said, look, can I come and have a look? Because he's only up the road. Messaged Dave, said, look, I'm going to go and look at this car. He went, what is it? I sent him the pictures. He goes, what are we doing? And I went, I don't know. Should we just go and have a look? He goes, yeah, go on then. So we go up, have a look at this car, meet the guy, and we was like, right, what's the story on this car then? Why is it in such a state, missing interior, missing lights, missing bits, missing bumpers? Basically all the good bits, it's missing. So the story is, the guy bought it, he had it third party fire and theft and insurance, he was driving, because it's in the lanes, isn't it? He said
he's like on the farm. And,
yeah, he said he hadn't had a beer. But
well, no, because you got the police. The police did turn up and they breathalyzed him and he was fine.
Yeah. So yeah, but he said he split with his missus. He was out for a bit of a rag in his R32, what he just got, and yeah, overcooked it. Hit a dry stone wall. So you know, like the stone walls, what you build out of just like rocks, you just place them on top of each other in like farmers' fields and that. He's gone down like a ditch, hit that, and that's what's caused all the damage to the front and all the damage to this roof. Which I said to him, has it been on the roof? And he says no, it was the wall.
It does look because
there's a hole there. And then to add insult to injury,
pan roof.
To add insult to injury, he said, "Yeah, my kids just kicked it and threw stones in it." Which I think he is telling the truth because there's still a stone in the windscreen.
They started colouring it in by the looks of it with stones.
And there's actual footprints where they've been kicking it. And then he said he told his mate down the pub that I'm going to break it. Come up and get some bits. So I think his mates from down the pubs then turned up.
Yeah.
Took all the good bits, like took the steering wheel. We haven't even got a steering wheel. We've got the airbag. He's left the bad bit. So he's left the airbag. It's interior, like I said, full leather interior, and then other bits. And then it's been sitting for 2 years outside. With no windows in. There's a window in the driver's door, but he just didn't want to put it up. So, yeah, the radiator's here. That's in better but oh, there's a headlight here though. I think we could salvage that. And it's also got genuine police tape. So now me and Dave are going to go around taping people's cars up with it. And I think they've been arrested. So yeah, that's kind of the insight on. I've got 2 keys with it. Logbook.
2 keys, logbook. There was service history in that, in it, but it's a bit wet.
Oh no, yeah, the service history's in it, but he's left that in the rain, so it's just filled up with water. But this is the main kind of. It's got the engine, hasn't it? So we didn't pay £1,000 for it. We paid £750 because it didn't run, so we took the risk on it. Engines are worth about £1,000 upwards, do you know what I mean? So the money is in the engine, how we bought it. But what should we do with this car? Should we
bring it back?
Well, first things
first. Should we brake it? Should we turbo it?
We need to get it running, don't we?
Yeah.
If we get this running, I think we need to have a good clean out inside. We need to get this windscreen out because it's just absolutely.
I think windscreen out, bonnet off, wings off. Get it running. Look for a rear bumper and some lights.
I think it needs more than a rear bumper and some lights.
They just look a bit better though.
So today I could buy a Bogo black Golf and it's all the same. All the wings are the same, the doors are the same, the bonnet's the same. Obviously the bumpers aren't.
Is the roof the same?
Yeah, the roof is. I'll get that roof back. But yeah. What it's an R32, isn't it? It's going to be a future classic. It
is a future classic.
Unrecorded. Yeah, I don't know. Or should we just get it up and running and sell it? Someone might put it in a Golf, or they might do. Or
get in the comments and tell us what we should do.
Or any ideas what we should do with it, apart from scrap it. Which
don't just say scrap it. It's a nail.
We'll be back on Dave's Golf behind him next week because we've been waiting for some bits.
Yeah.
And this just popped up out of the blue anyway. So
we just thought we'd do a little episode
to get it out there.
It's funny, isn't it?
And it's funny. And the other thing is, the parts I bought to get that up and rolling, I think I paid £28 for the hub.
Well, you got a drive shaft, ain't you, which is wrong, so you got to send that back. It was only 100 quid for the lot, was it?
It was 25 quid for a drive shaft, 28 quid for a hub. Track rod end was like 12 quid or something like that. Like I said, to get it up and rolling hasn't cost a lot of money. So, yeah. I think the next stage is, which won't be today.
Genuine moss.
So you don't curb your wheel. That's the new thing,
moss protector.
Got me moss protectors on it. But yeah, we need to kind of get these cables sorted on it get the interior cleaned out, see what we
I reckon a good clean, like you said, everything, all the dashboard and that for standard ones the same.
Yeah.
So I reckon we should just buy a standard one. Let us know actually, we're going to leave it down to you before we start throwing any money.
Well, we need to get it before we even buy another car.
Yeah, we need to get it running and do a donut in it.
Right, what oh, you fixed it, that looks better. If I put the glass up in that window, it'd look better, wouldn't it? Right, so what are you going to say to them?
Like, comment, share and subscribe.
And hit the bell icon.
And we'll...
and get in the comments with our lovely R32.